Call of Duty Black Ops 3 released in November 2015 and is heralded as one of the best COD games to date. This is due to its solid multiplayer and amazing zombies content spread across 2016 and 2017. However, the same cannot be said for its campaign. A meager 6-ish hours of boredom and confusion heralded its title of most disliked COD campaign. With the stories of the previous two Black Ops games being some of the best of their 7th generation, it is completely justified as to wonder just what exactly happened during the development of this campaign. To start, I'll give you some highlights.
Imagine yourself in a frozen forest!
Yeah, those are the only two good parts. Video over, it's done. I uninstalled, I deleted all my footage, we're done.
Yeah, I wish it was that easy. Even though you can appropriate some of the plot of the game in those two clips, there's actually a little bit more game in there. Unfortunately, that is what is going to be covered today. So in this video, I'll go through a little bit of a plot synopsis while also detailing each mission and this absolute train wreck of a plot that they somehow got stuck together. So, just by this first screen, the game's already screamed the word innovation at you by giving you the choice between a male or female character. Whoa! First time in a COD game. Not that it matters, of course. The only difference is that the male actor has a little bit more nuance in his performance, and his interactions with the other characters are worded a tad bit differently. Whichever one you choose, however, will be named player for the duration of the game. So, wait. They let us pick a gender, but not a name. And you're never directly referenced by name throughout the entire game. Odd decision, but, whatever. Let it slide. We're not even in the game yet. Let's just get straight into it. I decided to choose the player model that Treyarch decided was good enough to represent Dr. Maxis and zombies, and am suddenly disappointed at the reused asset. Right when we get to the first cutscene, we are bombarded by the generic and overused "war is bad" speech. We are shown some sufficiently depressing footage of the world in its current state. And, of course, this is all just exposition, and it's just adequate. We then are told that we must rescue a foreign minister from the evil NRC, whatever the hell that acronym may mean, but it's besides the point. Why must we rescue him? Well, because terrorists. We're given no other reason to, rather than because we need to. This doesn't really work, of course. It serves as a way for us not to get immediately invested, but hey, we'll hold out hope. Maybe it just starts a little bit slow.
The NRC are going to be here soon. We got about 1 minute to create the mother of all distractions.
Tower, I need all traffic diverted from runway 19.
Copy that. Diverting traffic to runway 11. Cargo 4019er, we have a fuel fire on runway 19. Divert course for landing to runway 11. Please confirm.
Hey! One solo!
Confirm. On fire for runway 11.
All right, you're up.
Okay, hacking module in place. Recalibrating dead system targeting.
Open the door!
We got company.
Dead. Manual override. Please select target. Input confirmed. Targeting parameters accepted.
You're showing us as target locked. This is an NRC friendly coming in.
All is good down here. Possible malfunction at your end? Fire now!
Firing.
Dead system engaging target. Firing.
Open the door!
Shit! Get down! Let's get this done!
This scene right here actually works rather well in my opinion. It may be a bit unassuming, but that's the point. You're part of a team of Black Ops in Black Operations, so this perfectly fits for the type of group that you are in. This is also where you are introduced to Hendrix, your main buddy for most of the game, and this is about the calmest you'll ever see him. He is also the worst written, unfortunately. However, right as you are about to leave the first building, you come into one of the campaign's largest shortcomings, Hendrix. Or rather, just how much you have to wait for him. In the entire campaign, I would say about 6 minutes total is spent waiting for NPC Hendrix to come and open a door for you, because how dare we let the player move on themselves? They use Hendrix as a means to heighten immersion and keep the player on track, and I can respect their intentions. However, this leads to nothing more than frustration and boredom. You then exit to a very nice looking scene of everything falling apart around you as you follow Hendrix across this airfield. You and Hendrix proceed to comb through the place until you stumble across camera footage that will lead you to the minister you were sent here to save. As you comb through these cameras, you see various torture scenes that are very dark and, frankly, a little bit disturbing. This is where the game shines. It shows quite a few disturbing scenes, but never truly capitalizes on them. You and Hendrix proceed to get through mindless whack-a-mole rituals as you progress through these rooms until you get to the room that the minister is being held in. You do the old and tried and true cliched breach and clear in slow motion, which will not be the last time you see it in this campaign, of course, and you effectively have the minister in your custody.
You'll make it through this.
What about Lieutenant Khalil and the others?
Sorry, no time.
Khalil was a hero of the Cairo uprising. You know that makes him a valuable asset for their propaganda. They will make an example of him.
Fuck! Great, let's go!
This conversation between Hendrix and the minister only serves to confuse the player as the minister spouts exposition about this Cairo uprising that we've never heard of. And it does not help either that another cliche comes in where we have to rescue the other prisoners as well, because we are the action movie heroes and it's the right thing to do. This cliche only creates artificial tension and causes Hendrix to utter his first highly unnecessary F-bomb in the game.
Hendrix, can you fight Khalil?
Always.
We'll grab a weapon from the locker room up ahead and reprogram it to match your biometrics. Sounds like they're finally on to us. Let's move! Taylor, package +1, secure and inbound.
+1. Your orders were to extract the minister.
His name is Lieutenant Khalil. Sound familiar?
Get moving. See you topside.
Depot ahead.
And then this scene comes along, which just further confuses us, as it seems that everyone in the room knows each other except us, the player. Not the character player, but the player, us, me, ourselves. Another thing that is pointlessly confusing. Are we supposed to know these people? They aren't from the two previous games, and there has been no other mention besides the exposition that was given in the opening cutscene. So what's this reprogram the weapon to match your biometrics? More future sci-fi talk, or are they just shamelessly ripping off Metal Gear Solid? I wish I knew. After we fight through a few more rooms, we finally get to this elevator.
Drop your weapon! Lower them now!
We're dead if we do.
Trust me, we're dead if we don't.
Drop them! Move forward!
Late.
Your imaginary watch is fast.
Nice to see you, Jacob.
You too, John. You look different. You still seeing Rachel?
That didn't work out.
That's a pity.
New blood? Gonna take care of him as good as you did me?
That's not funny, man. We still set on our exfil?
Charges are set. All right, good to go. Exfil in 10. Diaz, you're on babysitting duty. Let's roll.
Stay close.
Once you get over the egregious pop-in, this little scene is very visually impressive and serves as a nice little introduction to Taylor's team of super soldiers, whom are all one-dimensional. Taylor shows a little bit more personality than the rest, but he does not get enough screen time to fully develop. You go through a few more rooms of enemies while Taylor's team shows off their God mode hacks. Now, these scenes are all fine and dandy, if not a tad bit ridiculous. Well, that is until Taylor decides to jump the shark and become a total Marvel superhero.
Now what? Vito's got us pinned down!
Easy, hold your fire, he's mine.
This guy is just out here minding his own business and has a bald midlife crisis looking slightly overweight man with an exosuit coming to absolutely eviscerate his pitiful existence. But, yeah, it's a little too ridiculous for my tastes, but entertaining to watch nonetheless.
Taylor, we're in the clear. We can take it from here. Those other hostages we saw, you can get them out.
Not a mission priority.
It may not be a mission priority, but there's still people, damn it! Or have you changed so much that you've forgotten what that feels like?
Alright, change of plan. Hendricks, your team will escort the minister to the extract. We'll go back and get the hostages.
More robots.
Don't worry about them. We're built to handle them. Go on, get out of here. Go!
I follow Taylor into this almost completely untextured room that breaks any semblance of immersion I may have had, and then we're put into an on-rails turret sequence. Again, it's tired and tested, but it's visually entertaining enough to earn a pass from me. Eventually, the APC crashes and we must defend our extraction point, and we do this for a while, and then the pilot of the extraction ship has goddamn brain damage and fails to pick me up, leaving him or her responsible for my Mortal Kombat fatality.
Airspace is compromised. No, fuck! Get to the APC! Get out of there! Taylor, my team's still at exfil. More NRC grunts moving in. Inbound, 2 minutes. Hang tight, you're not dying today.
Hi, Phil Swift here for Flex Tape, the super strong waterproof tape that can instantly patch, bond, seal, and repair.
You'll be alright. Just hang in there. Hold on.
Huh. I've never seen that scene before. Must have added it in an update. But anyway, the mission ends with us getting brutally ripped apart, and the campaign is mercifully over as we die a terrible death. At least I hoped. No, we've still got 10 more missions to go. So this final cutscene here gives us a lot of what the hell shiznit, in which it's not really explained, but somehow you'll be alright after those injuries Taylor only deemed life-threatening since they were in a cutscene. We'll get to the aftermath of this in the next video, whenever I decide to get off my ass and fucking make it. Stay tuned.